What's up, everyone? It's YORO, and today I'm checking out the Heaven's Feel Spring Song teaser trailers put out by Aniplex. I've been avoiding these like the plague until now just because I've been playing Fate Stay Night, the visual novel. I've been going through the Heaven's Feel route. Finally finished all Tiger Dojos. Last episode, even Shinji's route. So I'm fully complete with Fate Stay Night, so I can finally enjoy this and kind of give some thoughts about expectations going into this last movie and possibly what they can do to quote unquote fix things they haven't really addressed in the couple past adaptations. But even so, that might not be an issue, but we'll talk about it. For those of you who have not played the visual novel and don't know what's going to happen, don't worry. I'm not going to spoil anything right now or during the reactions. I will give you a warning after I give some initial thoughts after I watch these trailers. So don't even worry about that. I will let you know. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for this. I'm going to see it in theaters with my boy Genova. Tickets go on sale on Fathom. Not on sale, but they're live on Fathom events on April 3rd, and I think we'll be able to see it on May 7th. So a couple months away, less than. It's very hype, very hype, man. I am super into Fate Stay Night. You know, reading through the entire visual novel aloud, every single word. Feels good to get to this point, man. And I know Ufotable is going to, as they do, craft a very entertaining and very enjoyable movie, regardless of how you feel of maybe adapting certain details. We'll get into that. We'll get into that at the end of this, man. Especially, I want to talk about what they show as well, because I have a feeling of there's a lot they can tease in these trailers. So enough rambling. Let's check these out. As you can see, I don't want any smoke with Ufotable, so I'm decreasing the opacity and probably gonna mess with the audio a little bit so I don't get copyright automatic claimed. So hopefully this is good. This is the first teaser trailer. Let's go. Oh yeah. Abandon that ideal, son. His birth. Ooh, Dark Sakura. Yo. The arm. Salter. Uh-huh. Okay, that was a real quick teaser, man. That's the actual definition of a teaser right there. That was so minuscule. Of course, talking about everything that's already been revealed in Lost Butterfly in terms of teasing what's going to happen, but maybe they'll reveal a little more in this next one, man. A lot of hype, man, a lot of hype. Showing Saber Alter, showing Shiro messing with his arm. Is he gonna use it? I mean, it's pretty obvious he's gonna do something, but yeah. We'll get into it. We'll get into it at the end here, showing Kirei. Oh, are they gonna finally show Kirei in all his glory? My boy, listen, look at my channel. I don't have to tell you how much I love Kirei, especially after finishing Heaven's Feel. But we're gonna get into that, man. Let's check out the next one here. The first one was very much a teaser. Let's see if they show a little bit more here. So this is teaser trailer 2. Let's go. Oh. Not even the Aniplex silence. Oh, we know this place. Aimer. I love seeing Dark Sakura. Oh man. Ooh, Pasaka. Woo! Yeah. Ryder and Salter. Uh-huh. Yup. Shiro doing his thing. They did show you a little bit more there. Uh-huh. Yes, man. Yes. Getting a little more saucy with what they're showing there, man. There's one more to go. There's one more. They haven't shown my boy Kirei really do anything yet. They showed him a little bit in the first trailer, but I wonder. I wonder, man. Will they show I'm thinking of a couple things in particular they could tease with him. But as far as the one we just saw, you saw right there, man, Berserker with his fucking skin gone, you know, post being absorbed by Sakura back in Lost Butterfly. Revealing right there, he's gonna be coming back. Saw Ryder fighting with Saber Alter. Of course, we know that whole cave location it's been showing. Again, I'm not spoiling anything, but you know, we're seeing couple things to look forward to. But yeah, nothing really to talk about there. Before I can get into spoilers. Like I said, I'll let you know when I'm gonna talk about spoilers after everything here. But let's watch this last teaser trailer. Let's go. This is hype, man. I'm so hyped for the movie. After playing, I'm so hyped. Y'all don't even know. Okay, doing that whole thing again. Indeed, Kiritsugu. Zoken. Oh, man. So they're repeating a couple things, but let's see. Oh, you see it right there. Oh, Kirei, yeah. Ryder and Salter, Woo, there it is. Woo. Yep, running. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Look at. Oh, there it is. There it is, bro. Woo. Oh my gosh. All right, that. Whew. Taking off the shroud. Listen, man. Listen, dude. Hold on. I have to go back. Look at that. Cursed Arm and Kirei. Bro. I'm so fucking hyped. Of course, for the fight with Salter. But yo. Then running with Ilya. There you go. And look, chasing after Archer. You saw that right there? I remember that too. And Berserker, but of course we know what that's tied to. And that shit right there, man. And what Rin's doing right there. Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Oh, my gosh. And then right there. Just taking it off. And Shiro, of course. Blah, just his mind fucking breaking. But, you will see. Okay. So. I'm still in non-spoiler territory right now. Let's just talk about. So, obviously, teaser trailer 3 is the best one in terms of reveals. The first one didn't really tell anything. I think so. Did the first one show Ryder versus Saber Alter? I can't remember. It definitely showed it in 2. And of course, Berserker. But, of course, me being a Kirei fan, and them not showing a lot of Kirei scenes from the visual novel. This isn't spoilers, by the way. But then there's a lot of conversations up even through Lost Butterfly in the visual novel where Shiro has conversations with Kirei. And they're very interesting. I understand, like, you can't really fit all of that into a movie, especially adapting, like, multiple days within, like, the couple hours or even less than that they have. So I get that. But, again, my boy has to shine. And he is going to shine, bro. You saw a couple scenes right there. Kirei, he was going up against Cursed Arm in that trailer 3. He was running with Ilya right there. That's oh man, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know, man. That's not even everything, man. That's a teaser right there, bro. Especially showing like scenes with Shiro, and then of course, showing Berserker again and Shiro taking the shroud off his arm. Oh man, and Rin with the I can't. Okay, so that's very good. That's good. That's good teasing right there, especially for the last two. I understand why the first one they didn't show too much because they knew they were gonna put out more, so they're like, let's keep it bare. And then they got a little saucy showing some things, man. Especially my boy Kirei. I'm happy about that, man. I can't wait to show these to Genova because I want to hear his thoughts. Actually, I might record his thoughts and put that out just for fun because I'm gonna go see it with him, man. It's gonna be a unique experience. So me having played the VN, going to go see it, see how Ufotable adapts it, and my friend Genova, who I've done reactions to Fate Zero and UBW and Fate Apocrypha and Demon Slayer. And he's done some Attack on Titan reactions with me. The Fate Zero and UBW ones, unfortunately, I wasn't able to transfer all those from my last channel. I still have a lot of those raw footage videos, but I need to re-edit them and put them out. But anyway, he's just seen the Heaven's Feel movies and just seen like the anime, so he's anime only. It's gonna be very interesting to get his thoughts and to go see that together. I'm super hyped for that. I'm so hyped for this movie, man. It's going to be, and I feel so lucky that I'm gonna be able to see it in theaters, man. Like, I'm definitely very grateful that I'm gonna have that opportunity. So, yeah, mad hype. Okay, warning. I'm about to get into spoilers. Like, my people who have played the visual novel, I'm gonna talk to y'all right now as far as like what we're about to get into with this movie and maybe like some concerns and some more hype about what's gonna happen, right? Okay. So I'm warning y'all, people who have only seen the movies and are saving yourselves for seeing the Spring Song movie, I'm about to spoil shit. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's talk about just some thoughts, like after me playing. So a big thing throughout the route, and even like up to like not Spring Song events, but up through Lost Butterfly events, is like Rin and Ilya keep talking to Shiro about like this project they're working on, this treasure left by Zell Schweinorg, right? Um, which is the jeweled sword Zelrech, and them coming up with the blueprint. They explained that beforehand, but they didn't really get into that in the movies, man. So I'm interested if they're just gonna kind of like info dump like a bunch of things about that and just be like, oh, okay. I know they did mention it in Lost Butterfly as far as them working on. It's either Presage Flower or Lost Butterfly. They mentioned. I remember Ilya mentioned to Shiro about like the treasure left by the Tosaga ancestor or by Zell. She did mention that, but then that was it. They never brought it up again. And of course, there was kind of like, I think they montaged a little bit at the end of Spring Song, like them kind of messing with Shiro and his arm, and there was also a conversation there about the sword. So I'm curious if that is gonna be like, if people are gonna feel like that's an ass pull, because that's kind of been built up to, and for them to maybe just throw that out in the last movie, I don't know how that's gonna be perceived. But of course, like, these being movie adaptations, I feel like even more so than like the UBW anime, I feel like these really cater to people who have played the VN, because like there's no way you're going to get all the details in these movies. So it's really just watching for the spectacle to see all these fights about to happen. Again, I'm so happy they teased like Kirei doing his shit, because even though like they've not included a lot of like conversations with Kirei, they kept Mapo Tofu. They have to. You got to keep the memes. But man, for Kirei about to team up with Shiro, about to go save Ilya. And of course, like the triple option with Ilya, where it's all the same thing about saving her. That's such an amazing choice, because Shiro can't even conceive doing anything else. That's such a good like thing for that mechanic that it just doesn't matter. Like, Shiro is gonna save Ilya. Yeah, that's gonna shock the hell out of people, man. And then Kirei, Like Shiro's running with Ilya, and Kirei's like, you know what? We're gonna go be faster if I just carry her. And he just fucking runs at Mach 12, just running through and then blocking assassins' attacks and staying behind to fight with assassins. Fight like he can't really fight a heroic spear, but he's gonna deflect with his black keys and then and then when Zabania and it's not gonna work. I'm so fucking hyped for Kirei, man. Even as much as he gets fucked like soon after that by Sakura, just because just the nature of him being alive is just so tied to the curse of Angra uh he's gonna have his time, man. And I can't wait to see him versus Shiro. It's even though that's just a fist fight, like I feel like it's gonna be dope, man. I Some of my hopes for this movie is that at the risk of rambling, some of my hopes for this movie is that they kind of take some liberties with like maybe I don't know. So one thing I was kind of thinking about is like what ending they're gonna go with. I think it's probably obvious to people that they're gonna go with the true ending, just given how much focus there's been on Sakura. That would make sense. But wouldn't it be so fucked up if they went with the normal end? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, they adapt the normal end and make it so Shiro doesn't make it. Just to like keep that theme of just like the suffering of this route. But so it's like Sakura ends up being saved, but Shiro doesn't make it. And then Sakura goes on living her life. Like I feel like that would blow people's minds. Because the true end, I personally prefer the true end. It's so cool. The fact that Ilya comes in and has her big sister moment and uses Heaven's Feel to like manifest Shiro's soul within like an object, which I guess it was explained to me implied to be the pendant. At first I was like, did it put it in Kirei's corpse? But no, and then they eventually transferred it to one of Toko's puppets. Again, I hope they show Toko in the movie as well as Zell, like that whole interlude with Rin meeting Zell at the clock tower. That'd be so cool. And to like show Toko as a little of a cameo. That's the cool shit you can do with a movie adaptation like this, man. So I hope like I hope whatever they do with the ending, with showing certain scenes, wouldn't it be dope like a Emiya Yuki Kajiura remix? That was my idea. I think shout out to Alma. I believe you said that. That'd be a great idea. They gotta play Emiya as well as All the Evil in the World, which I believe is the song title. That fucking like it starts off and then it's fucking Church on the Hill and then the vocals come in and ooh, they gotta do my boy Kirei justice like that, man, especially with the whole Angra Mainyu build up, man. It makes me wonder how they're gonna like explain things. Because I know like in the beginning I think Shiro's gonna meet with Kirei and I know Kirei has a talk with him about Angra Mainyu and like kind of explaining that, so probably gonna keep that in a movie because they have to like dump some info now because there's just certain things that you can't just skip over moving forward. I think one concern I saw and thought about was the whole like if they do go with true ending, like as far as like Ilya's sacrifice, because they didn't adapt the D Lorelei, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the D Lorelei scene where Ilya and Shiro are at the market and they're pretending everything's fine, and then right when Shiro's about to ask her like if they can like live together, she like gives this major foreshadowing about like if one of them survives, the other one's definitely not. Like there's no way they're gonna both make it out of this. And then for her to have her moment later into like full circle back to like actually I'm your older sister, and then that's like her big sister act to like save Shiro there. And so if they go do a true ending, I don't know, man, because they have done the thing where they've moved scenes around. Like I think there was like a park scene with Ilya that is actually in the beginning of Heaven's Feel, the route, but they put it in Lost Butterfly. So maybe they could include that and foreshadow that scene, especially if they go do a true ending. But that's assuming that's what they do. But again, it needs more Ilya, man. I almost want true ending like I love it in itself. But just for like Ilya to have that moment and like to build her up, they need to do something with her, man. Like throw in the D Lorelei scene. Fuck it. I don't know, man. Feel like that would be so dope and so like somber and foreshadowing of what's to come. even like technically out of order. Like fuck it, man. Um, yeah, but besides that, there's so much fucking hype, man. Um, I think no matter what ending they go with, it would be cool. Some people even talked about the idea of maybe them making an OVA of Sparks Liner High, which, by the way, that whole shit blew my mind. But there's a lot of cool stuff they can do with this movie, man. Like imagine them adapting Sparks Liner High and then including the Tiger Dojo in it since Shiro dies in that ending. Like there's so much cool stuff they could do with like the release of this. But I feel like, you know, I don't want to give the impression that I'm setting my expectations that high because I know whatever it's going to be like on par with what they've done. And like knowing Ufotable, it's going to be a good movie. But as far as like where they go with it, it's fun to speculate about it. But I'm not setting an expectation. I'm just like considering the possibilities of the cool things they can do. I just know that all these fights to come are just going to be so awesomely adapted. Ufotable's great at adapting the fights and making the action look real good, and there's plenty of that for this portion of the route. You know, like I think the first movie adapted 8 days, the second one like 6, and now it's the last 2, so they have a lot of room to maneuver. So maybe like dumping some of the info won't be as big of a concern because the way they can pace it's probably a bit better now that they only have to adapt a couple days left. So, that could actually be pretty good, man. Like oh man, so all these fights are gonna be awesome, man. Like to see Rin shine with the Zelretch sword going up against Dark Sakura. Shiro using 9 lives Blade Works against Berserker. Oh my gosh, copying his weapon and his noble phantasm. Oh shit. That's gonna be some shit, man. And then Ilya jumping in and Berserker stopping before he can kill Shiro. Cause Shiro, like, I think stops before he does the 9th attack. Like he's not able to, like it's too much. And then Berserker sees Ilya and finally like notices her and he stops, and then Shiro like fucks up Berserker. Like it's just ooh, that's gonna look so good, man. I have so much hype. Again, not setting expectations, but I do wonder like how they're gonna like adapt some of the information based stuff that they have to reveal. But like I said, they can definitely pull it off. If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Ufotable, man. I feel like they've done pretty good justice to the Fate adaptations that they've done. They're amazing. I know people get annoyed when people dick ride Ufotable too much, but I don't know, man. I think it's worth singing their praises, especially like taking on the Heaven's Feel project. And while it could have possibly been a lot better as a series, just because there's a lot more room to pace things and drive home just the tone of the route. The movies have definitely been a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a hell of a good time to be able to see this in theaters. But man, anime only is gonna lose y'all minds, bro. It's gonna be so good, man. Just by nature of what's gonna happen in itself, like so good. But anyway, man, like I said, feel free to let me know your thoughts about what's going to come, some concerns, maybe your own expectations, or why you feel certain things might work or might not work. That's it, man. I think these teasers are pretty good for what they are. They definitely tease some hype shit to come, and then there's even more that they're not even gonna show, and they did not show. So that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it, because there's really not details there, but there's enough for people to get hyped about, especially people who know what's up. Oh man, and that whole thing, like, because you saw that scene where Shiro's like in his mind, you know, the shroud, he's Archer in the distance, and then Archer looks back and he's like, hey, can you keep up with me? And Shiro's like, no, you keep up with me. And then he like does his whole shit versus Berserker. Like, they're keeping that in that scene. And I remember playing that and being like, I hope they keep that. And it looks like they're going to. So that's gonna be hype as hell, man. As you can tell, I'm super pumped for this. But that's it. That's it. I've rambled on for too long enough. I should really take notes when I do things like this, but or make notes rather. But anyway, that's it. I said all I needed to say. So I'll be sure to do a review whenever we go to see that movie, or initial thoughts after, and a spoiler review as well. But either way, that's actually it. I'm out. See you next time. Peace.